Hey, good afternoon, my YouTube friends. I just want to take a quick moment since I had stated that I'm going to be working on some more short videos upcoming. This one's a little longer. I wanted to spend a few more minutes discussing quality time. Quality time. Quality time is very important, especially spending it with those people that you're close to, people that you love, your family, and making memories. Quality time is crucial, especially if you work in professions where there's a high level of stress. Any opportunity you get to actually break away from that stress and do things that are memorable, enjoyable, that create that quality time. And many people say today, hey, I don't have time. I don't have time to do anything. I'm very busy. Um, and we'll say that, hey, listen, we all make excuses for everything. And I think we can make an excuse for making quality time and saying, you know what, next Sunday morning I'm blocking that out. I'm going to go to church, or I'm going to go to the zoo, or I'm going to go for a hike. Next Friday night, I'm going to block that out. And I can't afford to go to a steakhouse, but you know what? I can afford to go to McDonald's, or I can afford to go to Burger King, or I can afford to go to Chili's. You know what? Make some quality time. Sit down, enjoy each other's company. And we know that today it's very difficult at the dinner table, whether it's at a restaurant or whether it's at home, with everybody looking at their phones, being distracted away from that interaction, that personal interaction with each other. And, that quality time suffers when, we're not really paying attention to each other. So that's another thing to consider. Another thing to think about is, even if you're having dinner at home, you can't go out. Make that block of time and say, you know what, I want to sit at the dinner table with my family tonight. And let me think. If you don't cook and your wife cooks, or vice versa, say, what can we make for dinner that everybody enjoys, and we can sit around the table and discuss what goes on in our daily lives, even if it is for a half an hour or an hour. It's very, very important to interact and share each other's feelings because it all comes down to communication. And a lot of times when we communicate, most of the time I should say, okay, we can figure out what's going on and help each other and find solutions to issues that we think, there may not be solutions to. But unless we share in conversation and in interaction as human beings, it'd be very difficult. You find yourself alone at times. You find it difficult to meet certain challenges, and you feel that a lot of times, there are no solutions, but there are. There are. And even amongst friends, it doesn't have to be quality times just with family. It can be with friends, it can be with coworkers. Again, when I was a boss at one time at my job, I always used to preach, you should know who works for you. You should know your staff. You should know the people that you're responsible for. And it doesn't mean you live at their house and you hang out at their house and, but hey, you get invited to their wedding, you go. You get invited to their christening, the child's christening, you go. And you get to know the person as a human being. Because then what happens is, as time goes on, when things start affecting them in their personal life, a good boss could recognize that something's not right, and maybe the person just needs someone to listen. And in many cases, if it's just more than someone to listen, they need someone who can point them in the right direction and refer them to the resources that would benefit the most. Quality time is very, very important. Even if you want to spend quality time by yourself, me time. Okay, and a lot of people use me time where they have a hobby that they fully engross themselves, and it takes them away from the day-to-day grind, the day-to-day stress. They can go hiking, they can work with clay, they can, you know draw paintings, they can go for bike rides, numerous things that you necessarily don't need to have someone there, but yet you appreciate that alone time that you have. Heck, I'll even go as far as saying taking a nap in the middle of the afternoon. You know, things that help you relax, things that help your mind relax, things that distract you from the day to day stressors, and just remember, there's nothing too difficult in life that it's not insurmountable. True, there are many things that beat us down, but there are also many things that can help us get right back up and feel that joy and that enthusiasm and that gratefulness to be alive and to be living and to be interacting and sharing with others. There's no greater satisfaction than knowing that, you've been a part of someone's life, you've had an impact on someone's life, you've made a difference in someone's life, no matter how subtle. And when you reflect on the positive things in your life, on the good things that you've been able to accomplish, that reflection is quality time. So remember, quality time with family, quality time with friends, quality time with coworkers, and even quality time with yourself. To self reflect and give yourself the opportunity to unwind and process, how good, things have been for you. And when things get tough, the important thing to know is there is an answer for everything. And there is someone out there that you can communicate with. And there are solutions. There are many Captain Obviouses in this world that identify, recognize the problem, but never bring a solution to the table. So when you face those challenges, identify the challenge, break it down, come up with some solutions for it, and then determine which solution is the best. And guess what? When you really engross yourself in problem solving like that, that's quality time. Because in the end, the solutions that you identify and that you implement will be to your benefit. Quality time with family, quality time with friends, quality time with coworkers, and quality time with yourself. God bless, take care, and until next time.